Morning, everybody. Welcome to LOCPOD Season 12, Episode 3. We are the Midwest's most dangerous podcast, and we're coming to you live from the Nika IBW Power in Indiana Lake County Studios. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning.
We are live with John Cantrell in studio. It's covering for the absent Kevin Smith.
My goal today is to be more offensive than Matt Reardon. That is my goal.
tough.
Yeah,
That's
that's a
Well,
challenge
can't
accepted.
wait.
That was like international news. I don't know, That's
Well-
pretty tough. That's a pretty high bar. Matt came in and offended the English, women, and a lot of other demographic groups in one show.
I'm part Scottish. I'm not English, and I'm 25% Scottish and Welsh. So the English part didn't offend me as a person, but there's some beautiful English women out there. Like think of all the Spice Girls. Like just right off the top of my head, that's 4.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Posh.
yeah.
Isn't there
Pot?
5?
Yeah.
Is there? Well, one of them
Scary
not so hot.
Spice.
One of them just
Sporty
not
Spice.
gorgeous.
Yeah,
is what
you know,
you're
we're
saying?
not going to get into. What's the one Beckham married? Posh, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's hot.
Okay.
Yeah, she's cool too. I like what?
Yeah, she is.
You
Right?
don't want to take her
Yeah.
to brunch afterwards or what?
She's a little like
Marissa's listening. You know, I mean,
I'm gonna look up Posh Spice 2024. Like, let's see what she's
She's
looking
still
like.
got
She still looks good.
Really?
yeah,
Yeah.
for
See,
sure.
This is
All right,
this
here
is
we
one
go.
of the good things about Kevin not be here because Posh Spice, you couldn't like turn left and go to Posh Spice.
No, yeah. I don't know what we'd be covering right now.
This is her.
We'd probably be
Kevin's
talking
like, we're not on
legal
the
cases.
script, guys.
Yeah,
We are not on the script.
She looks great.
She is great. She's
Yeah.
hot. Yeah, super beautiful for an older woman. I mean, no, like she is not a 20-year-old. You know, she looks great. She's
Yeah.
probably 45, right?
50. Look at
Is
this.
she looks great,
Victoria
man.
Beckham turns 50.
This is what I'm thinking. Spice Girls at Festival of Lakes.
I'm down.
Yeah,
Let's go.
yeah, get on that.
I'm working festival. We have one night we're trying to fill right now,
Oh, okay.
and it's been tough. It's the concert night, unfortunately. That's the one we're in a whole new ball game dealing with bands that are higher up than we're used to dealing with higher numbers, but it's a lot harder to snag.
This is what you need to do. Just go through all of your Apple Music and listen to what you've listened to and all those bands that are at the top of your listening list.
It's just
Start
the Grateful
emailing
Dead.
It is. I know. The Dead Company's playing the Sphere, so I'm screwed.
But some of the songs you might not have remembered listening to, so go back and look at it and start emailing
You
these
know
bands.
who's one of my Outside of the Dead, and Fish. Actually, my highest artist that I'm listening to now is like country is Billy Strings.
Oh, yeah.
You talk about them a lot.
You like
He's
bluegrass
amazing.
now? You're
Yeah.
into that?
No, I'm into Billy Strings,
Just
but like
saying.
that makes me into. But Billy Strings he's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Like the guy. You've heard him, right, Joe?
Oh, yeah.
Have you seen him in concert?
I have not.
It's like a Grateful Dead show. Like I found out through Grateful Dead fans. Like we actually got lucky in Indy, and Marissa happened to into the concert. I bought her a ticket. I had to try the next day, and I saw tons of Dead shirts, and I'm like, what is this with the Grateful Dead fans and Billy Strings? And you can see why he tweaks on songs like the Grateful Dead does. He'll take one 3-minute song and make it like 15 minutes. Just like awesome, super cool.
Have you ever checked out Walk Off the Earth? Check them out.
Yeah,
They can take like a
John
bunch-
likes good music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was that band you used to follow all the time? when we were
Cowboy
young?
Mouth?
Yeah,
They're awesome,
You like
too.
knew the band, and
Mhm.
you'd like literally follow them around. I remember we saw a couple shows together, and John would walk up to the drummer and, "Hey, what's up?" And they would be like talking.
I've
Yeah.
never heard of that.
Check them out.
Cowboy Mouth? Yeah.
Walk Off the Earth. You got to start off watching them on YouTube because they'll take like a bunch of kazoos and do a cover song, and they're
There's
just
not enough kazoos.
oh, check
in
them out.
music.
Trust me. No, they just do cool covers, and they're very talented.
It's like stuff Jimmy Kimmel does. But
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
like they could rock with him all day, and they probably have. But all their music, all their personal music, is really good too.
Walk Off the Earth?
Yes,
Do you know who I
Why
got
aren't they on?
tickets to last week?
there they are.
Who?
And I had to sit in
That's all
this
of
queue
them.
for. It was like Taylor Swift, honest to God. But I
Really?
think the website crashed. James Taylor's playing Ravinia.
Really?
4 hours because I think their website crashed.
Oh, you were on for 4 hours? Oh my God!
I thought you
Taylor.
watched James Taylor concert for 4 hours. That would
No,
be
no,
a
no.
snoozer, man.
All right.
Wow.
I like him.
What's his big song? I know him. He's like
Fire and Rain.
He's like Motown, right? Yeah.
Can you sing some of it? Oh,
I've seen fire.
Yeah,
And
uh-huh.
I've seen rain.
Yeah.
I've
Traveling
seen
Star.
sunny
I love
days.
Traveling Star. It's one of my favorite
What's
songs.
that?
Traveling Star.
Sing it.
James Taylor.
Sing it. I don't know it. You don't have to do it in tune.
Walk my way, my traveling star.
Really?
My travel. Oh, it's great.
that was
think I've
way
ever heard
better
that.
singing
It
than
was
I was
really good.
anticipating. Honestly,
I know.
yeah.
Like I
Yeah.
did not see it. Like
Yeah.
the angelic voice coming out of Vesmar.
And now
Yeah.
Facebook cut us off.
It sounded
that was
just
really
like-
good.
Well
job.
played.
Facebook cut us off.
Yeah.
I have the kazoo thing pulled up. This better be good if we're
Yeah,
gonna
check 'em
Okay.
out.
Those are
contribute
good
some
news.
time to this. All right, here we go.
I'm in love with the shape of you. Push and pull like a magnet.
That's it.
My heart is falling too.
Wow.
I'm in love with your body. Last night you were in my room, and now my bed sheets smell like you. Every day discovering something brand new. And I'm in love with your body.
That's
awesome.
Take some indica, about 20 milligrams, and
Yeah.
watch YouTube.
I'm straight, and it was good.
It was so good. They're
Yeah, they
amazing.
sound awesome, man.
Yes.
Look at Johnny Law.
nice.
My wife took me to a concert. It was a pajama jam up at a hotel in Chicago, and
This-
like,
you
we've
went
been
to this
fans
concert?
since then. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
so Kristen, it's
Yeah,
not your
it's
band.
no, it's
All right.
hers. Yeah.
All right, okay.
Yeah,
I
she's-
thought you were super cool for a second.
Well, I listened, so
You
that makes
listened,
me
but you were
happy.
dragged there by your wife, who is much cooler than you.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
for
for
sure.
sure. She's so much more. I turned 50 this month.
But
So,
yeah,
it's
congrats.
good. I just got a certificate in the mail from
Hey,
my
hey.
U.S. rep. They gave me a certificate for turning 50.
Oh, really?
No, my state rep.
Your state rep.
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you,
Carolyn.
thank you, Carolyn Jackson,
I
for
saw
sending
her
me
last
that.
night.
But
It made
did
me
you
feel
get your
old.
AARP letter yet?
No, that comes. I got one
Is it
this year.
55?
I fucking throw it straight in the garbage, man. I get so pissed when I get that. I'm like,
Think of all the bargains.
Yeah,
yeah, I'll pay the higher prices.
he already gets
Fuck
veteran
you,
discount.
age.
Do you get veteran and then
I get veteran
senior
discount on my weed. That's about it.
and your coffee?
Coffee. I make my own coffee.
But like, if
I'm very
White
self-sufficient.
Castles.
Yeah, good.
Go to White Castle.
Jill makes my coffee on Fridays. Thank you.
yeah, she did. I saw-
White Castles, I'd never really go to
Oh,
White
they've-
Castle.
Really?
Like ever.
What?
Like,
You need
I
to
haven't been to
remedy
White
that.
Castle within 5 years.
I don't
have
think
not.
you
we're
can
gonna
live in
fix
the
that.
region if you say that.
Last time I went to White Castle, I went for breakfast.
They do have good breakfast
I know.
sandwiches.
I know.
Have
I
you-
was doing that when we were doing baseball tournaments.
Have you had their onion rings with ranch recently? Because I think you'll start walking there from your house.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
No,
Yeah.
I have not.
Check it out.
I will.
All right, and watch some walk off there.
Hey, well, how about we get back on script a little
Yeah,
bit?
let's do that.
Kevin's freaking out. He's watching
Kevin's like, I am
Fucking
watching the
spiraling.
script.
God damn it.
You guys are off script.
Been on for
Do
15.
it. He's texting everybody.
Kevin texted me before we went on air. He said, "Keep in mind our liability insurance problems." And
Yeah.
I'm like, "Thanks, Kevin."
Yeah.
I mean,
He
push
did
it to
not.
the
He did
limit.
not do that. That would be messed up. Talk about taking a guy out of his game before you go on.
Yeah, you
right?
can't do that.
True story.
Yeah. You don't call timeout on your own team before someone shoots a free throw for a
sure.
winning point. Yes.
Kevin's like, "Hey John, just so you know, like here's the code to get in," and that it wasn't that. Like he had to go. He goes, "Okay, now you enter the code. You got to wait for the door to click, and then turn the hand." He goes, "Don't touch the hand." And it was like a 5-minute bit on how to like get in exactly.
Is that how those doors
That's
work?
Kevin.
You have to wait.
Kevin's detailer.
And I love that. I appreciate that.
I agree. We made fun of Kevin one time, and Kevin's like going to be real happy when he hears this episode that we're. But Kevin one time, friends, we were over at the house, friends of mine, okay, and
I
they,
wasn't
they
there,
went up to
guys.
the they went up to the fireplace. No, I wasn't there either. I heard through the grapevine, and they went up to the fireplace, and there was instructions on how to light the fireplace, and it was like
Same
super
story.
detailed, like 20
12
steps. And I was like, "That's Kevin Smith. That's
Yes.
why he's a great
Yeah.
lawyer. That's
Yeah.
why he's corporate counsel, because he is like." He's got everything like planned out.
I
That's
mean,
why I love Kevin Smith,
but everybody.
and I love to make fun of Kevin Smith at the same time. So.
It's an adorable quality, but it also makes you feel good when you're going through the legal process.
Fuck yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Totally.
Mhm.
Like it's like I think to be a good lawyer, you got to be a little bit paranoid.
Well, to be a good
Especially-
lawyer, you have to have good bedside manner, and he's got great bedside manner to his clients.
Yeah, Kevin's great. He's been a friend of ours for Johnny and I have known Kevin for 30 years.
Trenches in the trenches.
Yeah,
it's
30
not 30. It's not 30
25?
years. I was 20.
20.
I was
Okay, I'm sorry.
26 when I met Kevin.
You and I were we met in 1998, right?
Yes.
Right. We were in our first year of law school. When,
97.
well, that summer
Yeah.
was when we met, and we were working at the U.S. Attorney's office. I don't know how many people know this. Johnny and I were interns at the U.S. Attorney's office, and there was you and me and a few others too, and we freaking took over the whole office,
I
like
can't
as
imagine.
interns. It was crazy, Jill. We started the Friday,
Casual Fridays.
Casual Fridays.
You started. No, I did not start that.
But it was so funny. We all were like, okay, we're going to do Casual Friday. And this is a real stiff place, the U.S. Attorney's Office, okay? And I wasn't getting paid, so if they fired me, I'm like, whatever. It's an internship. Right? I already got it. I'm putting it on my resume anyway. So we all were like, okay, it's Friday. We're showing up casual.
Yeah.
I mean, we still look good. It was like slacks and like nice shirt.
No, that's not really what happened. You said you wanted to do Casual Fridays because it was the summer. It was super hot.
Fuck yeah, it was
And
hot.
so you're the only person on the Friday.
Well,
the
we were
next
supposed
Friday,
to do it together,
Yeah,
asshole.
I know. I loosened my tie a little bit, and so then after you did it, everybody started doing it
Right.
because they thought that I was like, okay,
Even the lawyers and
yeah,
stuff.
Yeah.
So we like broke him in, and I'm not sure if it's still going to this day, but for a while they were doing Casual Friday in the office, and we started it as interns.
When now you did. Now, now it's like there's like post pandemic. There's a lot of casual stuff
Yeah,
going
now
on.
they're
and stuff
remote
like it.
work and stuff.
Yeah,
That's like a really bad version of Les Mis.
Yeah, I love Les Mis. By
not
the way.
familiar.
Same. What?
Not much of a theater guy.
But like,
But the
I'm trying to
kazoo,
like,
yes.
I'm trying to like piece together Casual Fridays, U.S. Attorney's Office with Les
Like
Mis.
the overthrow, you know, like
Okay.
going against.
Ah,
the,
I got you. I got
You
you.
with-
I
back
was
with
like,
me?
I was lost for a second.
You know, Tom
But
leads,
now I am
Tom,
found.
Tom leads a lot of revolutions and gets people to walk behind.
Well, that
him.
was
It's
one.
fun.
That
Yeah.
was one. Yeah.
I love how you didn't ask anyone. You just started
Well, we were,
showing up.
but like I was. Do you know what another fucked up
Sounds
thing
on
about that
brand,
summer was?
doesn't
We didn't realize this until we got there, but I was there for free, right? And I'm just like here for the good of the country. I'm here to like put this on my resume.
You were the
And-
personality hire.
Well, yeah, I guess. But then
the hottie in
they
the
don't
office.
expect all these interns to get along. We all got along. And then we became friends. And then we started talking to each other and comparing notes. And then I realized I was one of the only ones that wasn't getting paid that year, that Johnny was getting paid and everybody
Wow.
else is getting paid. I'm like, what the
But
fuck?
Can I tell?
Like,
Can I tell you how big of an asshole I felt? You had kids and I didn't. You had. You know,
Johnny's single.
I was like, let me buy you Wendy's, bro, because I feel
like,
bad.
it's cool,
yeah.
man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that
I didn't
was-
give him any money,
It's all
but
right.
I did buy him lunch on
You
It
occasion.
all
took
worked
that
out.
free internship to get out of the house.
Wendy's.
yeah, yeah.
No,
yeah.
it's to build your resume and your
Yeah.
career and your knowledge.
And it worked. And look
Yeah.
at us. Johnny and I started a law firm 2 years later. And that's how we met, funny enough. And we were like little kids and we started a law firm.
It was fun.
Tough lawyers.
We
still
got,
kids
we still
at
got
heart.
it. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. But anyway, well, back on script. How about that?
We haven't been on script yet.
We
There's
have
no
not
going
been on
back
script yet.
it.
Yeah.
What I really wanted to come in here, I wanted to talk about Trump's trial, and I really wanted to get in Besmar's head
Yeah.
about Trump's trial.
Well, this, I wanted to say thank you to people that are that come up and thank us. I don't know if you guys get this in public, but I get lots of LOCPOD fans coming up to me, and I appreciate it. I just wanted the last one I had feeling Johnny had something to do with because this was an officer at the Lake County Complex, right by the circuit court. I was walking in with my pops the other day. I took my dad to vote, and I got pulled off to the side, and the officer was like, every episode listener, he was talking particularly about how great season 12 was. And I'm like, dude, there's only been 2 episodes, but I appreciate it. Those were good episodes. But like, I think that's so cool because I get in this thing. I don't know how you feel, John. I'm in here and like when we do this, I'm like, this is just the 4 of us talking, and it surprises me that anybody else listens. And then when I go out and people talk about what we were talking about, it like blows my mind a little bit. And I just want to say thanks.
For sure, and I like to get texts, and I also like to get texts like a month later when somebody's like catching up. They're
Yeah.
on a road trip and they're
Right.
driving and
Right.
they're listening and they're like talking stuff. I'm like, man, that was like a month ago. People listen.
I know.
I didn't
Yeah.
I didn't have anything to do with that security guard. He's a big fan.
Yeah, I
And-
noticed that. He knew when I walked up because I couldn't recognize him. I haven't practiced in a while.
Sure.
I don't go to the courts as often as I used to, but we got like ushered off to the side, and I'm like, well, I have a badge. So I'm like, I have a badge, but my dad doesn't. He has to go through, and the guy's like, no. And he like patted my dad down real quick because my dad's old as hell. Like
Sure.
he's having trouble like getting around and stuff. That's
He
why
looked
I
great
took him.
though.
He looks
He look-
good here.
he
Look
does,
at this. This
yeah.
is you guys voting, right?
Yeah, it was fun though. So I walked in on the circuit court side. If you don't know the government center, well, you're not gonna. But the voting side's completely on the other end. But I wanted Dad to be able to see Marissa on the bench. So
Oh.
we walked through. I swear, John, it was like the old days. Everybody's coming up. Hey, Mayor, how's it going? And they were talking to Dad, and it was a great little visit, man. And we voted. I had to get him a freaking R ballot. It was
Bittersweet.
Good man.
well,
Good
whatever.
man.
I'm a good son. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna play games on him. Shit, you know. Like, hey, Dad, hey, look at that. You're a Democrat.
Look
Congrats.
over there. Yeah.
Look over there.
Like, no, they accidentally just vote for these and let's go. No,
Yeah.
4 people gave me a text. 2 of them were court security officers. Said, you got junior and senior in the
Yeah.
building. Yeah, I came.
Yeah, it was cool.
That's how I found you. I came looking for you.
Yeah. Oh, really? Yeah. I saw Johnny there. It was crazy. We were voting, and there was like a elevated part, and people were yelling down to us. I'm like, they were talking about
going
LOCPOD
on?
and stuff. I'm like, this is crazy.
Yes.
It was like LOCPOD is like a thing. man.
Legions of fans.
I love it. Thank
Yeah.
you guys. But like, honestly, like, come up and say hi and tell me you listen because it makes us feel good. This is hard. But like, we have to like last night's show, like this show we're doing now. That we're ignoring. It took us a
Save
couple
it for
hours,
Tuesday.
right? It took us literally 2 hours to put together last night. We're all like
Yeah.
pecking at it, and
You know what would keep things going? Sexy Fridays. I should be here on Fridays more. You know what I'm saying?
So.
Mhm.
Yeah, I like that.
Like Dirty Talk. Get
Sexy
you ready for
Friday,
the
there you
weekend.
go.
Yeah, Sexy
John,
Fridays.
you got your.
At least once a month.
I wonder why no one comes up to me and talks about Is it because I'm the
You need to be on camera
The
more.
dumb-
but
ugly
they do.
duckling here
No,
with the-
John, it's because you're a Trumper. But like, it's not.
that's what I
But
mean.
you're a
Yeah.
necessary evil part of this show. 'Cause
Wow.
You're the.
Wow.
John is like the glue.
Yeah.
Like honestly, like
the right of
the thing
center.
is, all of us work perfect in this studio because we all know each other so well. And I swear, I know what you guys are going to say. As you start talking, I know exactly where you're going, and I think that helps the show a lot. So
I've had somebody tell me I should start an 800 line.
really,
Yeah.
Because of
Let's
her,
go.
her voice.
1-800
her
900?
voice.
1-800-4-LOCPOD. I
There
gave you the number
There
right
you
there.
go.
So
Get it, buy it.
Wow.
So this can work in with your new
I'd call
nickname because, like, I've heard now 4 people call her Motown Jilly. So I really
Motown Jilly.
I really think that I think it's got.
Motown Jilly
Wait.
back again.
Let's try this again.
Okay.
Hold on. Okay, ready?
Yes, that's her intro.
That's all you
That's
can
her
play?
intro.
That's all I can play
Yes.
safely.
Yeah, for free.
Motown Jilly's back again. Giving you the region talk. Something
Yes,
like that, right?
yes.
Call 1-800
Yeah.
Jill.
How much would you charge a
Super
minute to
creepy.
Dirty Talk? Let's just throw it out there
I
and
need
put
an
your cell
accountant.
phone and see if that happens. Yeah.
All right. Yesterday also, like I'm trying to knock off this stupid the show. we
What
put
did you
together.
expect,
This
Tom?
is why we
Yeah.
don't have a phone in here, right?
This is why we don't have a phone in
texting
here.
Tom in his ear,
Yeah.
telling him to say
He's
this.
like
So go
insurance. Keep in mind the liability insurance. Lindsey graduated yesterday. Congratulations
Oh,
to the
yeah.
notorious
ahead.
LOPD.
Way to go, Lindsey.
Pinning ceremony, hour and a half long.
Wow.
Which is hour and a half's a little long for me, right? I'm more like an hour guy.
20 minutes tops.
But like, this was what pissed me off about the pinning ceremony.
Yeah.
Not that I'm super happy for my daughter. Beautiful ceremony. Her husband pinned her. Lovely.
look
Lots
at
of
that.
friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brian. Lots of people I knew over the years graduated yesterday. It made me feel like a good mayor because I'm like, oh, that's Bianca. Oh, look at that. That's Hannah. Oh, so I know these women that are going on to become nurses, which makes me feel good. But like the first half of this event, like first 45 minutes was about they wanted all the nurses to join a fraternity.
Yeah.
And it's like a nurse fraternity. I'm sure it's the only one or one of the only ones. I'm telling you, out of the hour and a half ceremony, it was 45 minutes like a sales pitch.
Wow.
And I'm like,
Don't you
these
do
people.
that before you
Yeah,
graduate?
like talk to them. Like I don't need to hear this shit. I'm like here. The freaking gym is like 1,000 degrees, right?
Yeah, always.
And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, seriously, I can't join this even if I wanted to. Do we all need to hear this 45-minute sales pitch? I felt like I was in a timeshare or something.
Yeah.
That's
But I was
different.
super happy for my daughter at the same time.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I don't want to make it seem like I was.
I feel like this would be so great because she graduates the same year you get inducted to the Purdue Northwest Hall of Fame.
That's right.
And then, like, 20 years later, she's getting inducted into the Purdue Northwest Hall of Fame. Wouldn't
go.
that be amazing?
Let's go, Notorious.
No pressure. No pressure. I was amazed because I was lucky enough to go to your swearing in for the Hall of Fame.
Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. I cried.
Yeah, you were adorable. Like
I
I
was
thought your
crying.
speech was amazing.
I was trying to hold it. It
motivational.
was one of those where you're crying, but you're not trying to cry. Mm-hmm. So I was like, trying to hold it back the whole time.
It was fantastic. And did you see all the people in the audience? I don't know if you noticed everybody who was there to see you, like people who asked for seats, who got there, all your friends.
Yeah, I saw a lot of people there. It
Like
was
all
nice.
your supporters.
Yeah,
Luckily,
that's
my wife's
obviously.
on the Honors College board.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I
so-
saw you. Obviously, the tail-ons. You guys, the tail-ons. I saw Kennedy's were there, and lots of friends.
Yeah.
Nobody from the fucking studio. Though. Did you notice that?
I
like
think Steve
LOCPOD was
Kellogg. I
absent.
think Steve
I'm
Kellogg
fucking
was
around.
there.
I'm
Put it in the
fucking
group
kidding.
chat
I never
'cause
got an
didn't get
invite.
it.
Kevin
It
was
was
there.
in, we
Didn't know
sent
what
the group
happened.
chat out, Jill. You didn't.
Tickets-
There's no more of this. You can't do this anymore now.
Tickets were hard to get, to be
You
honest
watch.
with you.
Jill's gonna freaking never open that iPad that we finally got her after 150 episodes.
It's a nano. Got that click wheel on
Yeah,
it.
right.
I don't-
It's an old-
It's an old one. It's not a real one.
It was never open though. It's straight from the 1990s, but we never used it.
It
so.
Got like
Doesn't even-
vanilla ices on it and like just old stuff.
Hey, we had the Day of Prayer yesterday. Also,
Amen.
Great
that
event.
was nice. It was nice.
Yeah, really nice.
Jay Vez, right? Jay Vez and I were. Joe, you didn't make it
That's
today.
not my thing.
It's not your thing. Praying.
my jam.
Praying isn't your
Nope.
thing?
Yeah.
Nope.
I was.
Whoa.
This is one of the hardest speeches I give all year. This is one where you can't mess up.
Cuss?
Cannot cuss.
Okay.
That's frowned upon.
Nothing dirt. No potty talk.
No potty talk.
All right.
No sex talk.
Yeah.
You gotta. It's limiting. I'm limiting.
Leave politics out of it. Like,
No politics.
no weed. You can't talk about weed.
No, I can't talk about weed.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, what is there left to talk about at this point,
Jesus.
God.
right?
The
Right. All right.
good
So
news
this
is
is what I
Jesus.
came up with.
Okay.
You
All right.
nailed it.
Thank
And I'm
you.
just going to play a little bit.
Okay.
But first off, the inflection was great, Tom, I got to say.
Really?
Yes.
I was honestly, John, walking up there. I said something to Phil. I said, I have no idea what I'm going to talk about. And plus, I was up there. I got called up earlier. I'm used to like feeling the room out. I'm usually sitting down for 10, 15 minutes before I have to talk. This program started, and within like a minute and a half, I'm called up on the stage.
Yeah. Yeah.
So literally, I walked up. I'm like, I have no idea what I'm going to talk about. So this is what I came up with.
Oh, hold on.
That's a good speech.
Yeah, that's great.
It was very compelling.
Celebrate together, which I think is wonderful. Faith, thank you. That's a good applause line.
Confused. Obviously, I'm like, what am I going to say?
There's a lot going on in the world today. I think we could all use a little bit more prayer, right?
That's good. That's good.
Not bad.
There's a lot going on in America today. I think we could all use a little bit more prayer at home as well, right?
So now I'm like, what am I going to say next? I got to come up with one more example.
Even when we go grocery shopping, there's a lot going on there. And that could use a little bit of prayer also, right?
That was solid.
Amazing.
I grocery shop. I do a little bit. Marissa does Maine, but I do like the big stuff like dog food and heavy stuff. That's my grocery shopping. So I have seen the cost of inflation take a bite out of my wallet.
God, yes.
Relatable.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah. That was a great clip.
You know, and
Thanks,
how
bro.
long was your speech total?
A minute and a half.
Nice.
Yeah.
That was it.
You're never going to
That's the
catch.
way to do it.
Nobody's ever going to say, God damn, McDermott went on forever today. I promise you'll never say that with me. I'm like sex, 3 minutes. Tops. 2.5.
I did not see that coming. I got to be.
I've been reading Vesmar's blog. He goes for 37 minutes.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm way more
Are you
efficient than
Sting?
that.
Yeah.
Does he go long?
Sting?
Yeah, that was a big
Tantric.
thing.
You knew
Yeah.
that about Sting?
It was a big
Everybody
story.
does.
Yeah. Why
That
don't
he
you
lasts a
know
long
that?
time?
It's even in the song. He would go tantric. He's into
This could-
tantric intercourse.
What does that mean?
You just have intercourse and you wait forever, and sometimes you don't even ejaculate, which sounds
Hold on.
horrible to me.
We're
Yeah.
talking about the
That's the
National
point.
Day of Prayer still. Let's
Yeah.
let's pause.
Let's move on.
Let's pause this
Yeah.
for a
Let's
second.
don't go back to the National Day.
think
It seems right.
I think we got.
Tantric is kind of a religion.
Yeah, I don't think we should go back to the National Day of Prayer. I think we've officially moved on.
Oh my
Hallelujah.
God.
I know John wanted to hit that. You want to hit that?
No,
Yeah.
no. This is going south.
From the back.
All right, let's go. Let's go. Hey, another thing I put on the. Yeah, sorry, that threw me off. I thought we were going to have another international situation there.
Yeah.
Hey, did you see this, John? This is something that I am not surprised about this, what I'm about to tell you, okay? This is about an endorsement that, Senator Braun just picked up from the Northwest Indiana Building Trades, okay? And the leader of the building trades, somebody I'm going to get on the show for sure this season, we've been talking about this too long, is Randy Palmatier. He's a friend of mine, straight up, okay? Randy,
He's going to be a fun guest.
yeah, that could be an international incident also.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I just don't get this endorsement. I just don't. I know, and I'm not surprised that they're endorsing the building trades. A group of union men and women are endorsing Mike Braun, who is about as right wing Republican as you could be. He's a big, rich business owner that doesn't support freaking unions. He could lie to you and tell you he does, but his entire career has been doing everything he can to bust unions up. And now the biggest union trade group in Northwest Indiana that are, Democrats gave them all the power they have. And here they are back in Mike Braun in the governor's race. And they're doing this they're just hoping, Mike Braun, when you get in there, don't fuck us, right? When you get in there, Mike, please don't break up our union, right? But they did the same thing to Mitch Daniels back in the day, and Mitch Daniels got in there, and he got all the union endorsements, and one of the first things Mitch Daniels did when he got in there was pass right to work. And all the union guys were crying, what, the Mitch Daniels, right to work? And it's hard not to say you fucking voted for him. You endorsed him, you put him in there, and then he screws you, right?
Yeah.
So here we are again. History is being replayed. The building trades, the Building trades are endorsing one of the richest guys in the Congress, one of the wealthiest business owners in Congress. This guy doesn't give a shit about unions. He doesn't give a fuck about any of these guys. And they're kissing his ass, hoping, please don't mess us up when you become governor, Mike Braun. Please don't break up our unions. This, mark my words, this guy's going to fuck your union. He's going to take away your rights. He's going to do everything he can to try to screw you guys over, and you're kissing his ass right now, and it's disgusting. It's disgusting.
But let me say this. This is horse racing. Politics is horse racing. In a race like this, he's gonna win.
I agree with you, John.
He's gonna fucking win.
Okay, but
they can't stop it.
But like, part of the reason he's winning is because our Democrats, the unions. I'm just an example. There's a lot of people selling out, but they're selling out. They're like doing what you're saying. They're like, Democrats not going to win. We think Mike Braun, this big, rich right winger that doesn't agree in unions, is going to win. So we're going to get on with him now, right? So like, imagine this: like during World War II, if Japan invaded America, right? Which could have happened. Japan could have invaded California, and then there's a bunch of people like, oh my God,
for sure.
I'm going to start learning Japanese because these guys are going to take over America, and I want to be able to communicate with them. And there'd be people going through our country saying, you know, these Japanese fellas that took over, they're really nice guys. They really want what's best for our country. Sellouts. Selling out our country. All I'm saying is you got a fucking team. You're on a team. Stick with the team. And if your team is down, fight harder to make your team better. This is bullshit, man. This is a sellout. And Randy, you're my friend. I appreciate you. But you're selling us out, man. You're selling out working men and women in Northwest Indiana. Endorsing this guy, Mike Braun, will fuck you guys up. I mean, and I'm going to laugh, honestly.
This is the exact plot of Braveheart. You're William Wallace, as always. You're mad at people. You want to start a revolution and charge people. Not everybody does that. You have the landowners who are trying to keep their land and their fortune and pass it on to their generations and all their heirs. So, I mean, that's what this is. And it's politics at its finest.
So you honestly think that Mike Braun's probably you think Mike Braun will win the primary and then he'll be the Democratic nominee?
Steamroll everybody.
That's your opinion, of course.
My professional
and I appreciate
opinion.
that, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. You guys have thoughts on this?
Agree.
John, you think even Suzanne Crouch, the lieutenant governor, she has no chance against Mike Braun, in your opinion, right?
He's ran statewide. He's got a sea of money, political money and private money.
Yes, sir.
So he's got the name recognition. He's already got this built-in organization.
Do you think that he backs unions? Honestly,
no. But the only thing that this union can do, and this, like, I know what they're thinking. The only thing that they can do is this is who we think's going to win. So we want to give him a chance and see if
even
we
though
can
he
make peace
doesn't
with
support
him.
us at all, even though
Yes.
he despises unions and despises everything we stand for. We want to get on board now so that hopefully when he becomes governor and gets all this power, he doesn't screw us down the road, right? That's their thought.
Well, they're hoping, and there's a 50-50 shot, flip a coin. Maybe because we supported him, he'll hook us up. But that tidal wave, Mike Braun is a wave that's going to steamroll over everybody. He's going to win. So I see why they're doing this for a 50% chance that they could work with him and he won't tank them.
If Mike Braun becomes governor, Indiana will hate him. Hate.
Like
he
Mike
is
Pence?
idealistic,
Like Mike Pence?
impractical. Yes, like Mike Pence. He is Mike Pence 2.0. Mike Braun is Mike Pence 2.0.
Do you think that if he wouldn't have been nominated as vice president by Trump, that he would have lost that next election?
Yes. It would have changed the trajectory of politics in Indiana. 2016 was when Indiana Democrats got buried, in my opinion, because we were winning that race. John Gregg was winning that race. And when Mike Pence was chosen by Trump, it put Indiana in a different stratosphere politically.
Sure. And you would drive around in the middle of July and there were "Fire Mike Pence" signs. It was
thousands.
Yes, it was
tens of thousands.
Yes.
I had one. I still do. It was great. Everywhere you went, you would go all over the state. The red "Fire Mike Pence"
You'd go to the
signs.
grocery store.
He was done.
Yeah.
He was done in Indiana.
Absolutely.
And by the way, like I mean, I hope I'm proven wrong. I do, and I hope Mike Braun gets into office and becomes a leader. I think Holcomb's a good guy. He's a Republican. I'm a Democrat. I think he's a good leader.
He's a moderate. He's really where we all are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what. And the Republicans hate him. Yeah. And nobody. And Suzanne Crouch has no chance because everybody hates the governor. And she's part of that. And
we all want the same thing: good government, public safety, all those things.
Man, we're going long. Hey, did Biden just legalize weed?
Kind of.
Let's find out after ads.
Sure.
Maybe.
Let's go. You want to do the whole thing? Let's do the whole thing.
Stick around.
Let's do the whole thing. We'll go all the way through, okay, guys?
All right.
Hey, stick with us. We'll be back in 5 minutes. Listen to our sponsors that keep this show on the air. This is coming to you live from Powering Indiana Lake County Studios. Powering Indiana Lake County is your source for Reason's most trusted electricians. Thinking of finishing your basement, installing outdoor security cameras, or does your business have plans to break ground on a new project? Don't leave that important project in the wrong hands. With IBEW Local 697 electricians, you're choosing the highest level of safety and reliability. Visit poweringindiana.org today to ensure your project is in the hands of skilled professionals who deliver on time and on budget. Find your electrical contractor at poweringindiana.org.
Tortillas Nueva Leon. Tortillas Nueva Leon sets the gold standard in Mexican cuisine across the Midwest. Look for our iconic red and white labels at your local grocery store and enjoy quality Mexican products made with local expertise.
Tortillas Nuevo León, hechas
You gotta
con
dance,
amor
Cantrell.
para ti,
No,
tu
Lindsey's not
familia de todo
It's too early for
corazón.
dancing.
Tortillas Nuevo León,
I heard you're a
hechas
good
con
dancer.
amor
It's true.
para ti, tu familia. De todo corazón.
Are you facing legal challenges and don't know where to turn? Look no further than Kuklakis Law, your trusted source for legal advice in Indiana and Illinois. Do you need help buying or selling real estate? Call Kuklakis Law. Forming a new business? Call Kuklakis Law. Injured in a car crash or at work? Call Kuklakis Law. No matter what your legal issue is, call 219-671-6347 to schedule your free consultation. Who are you going to call? Kuklakis Law.
Bam.
Hablamos Español.
Byway Brewing is a family-friendly microbrewery with a spacious tap room and an outdoor patio serving its award-winning craft beer, a chef-driven menu, and craft draft cocktails on hand. Their brewing equipment and production facility offers a unique backdrop for events like bridal showers, reunions, or corporate parties. With Byway's new food truck, they can cater to your corporate and private events off-site. Just off of 8094 at the Kennedy Avenue South exit. Discover more at bywaybrewing.beer.
Rogers Roofing. When you want the best for your home and family, trust the best in the business. Rogers Roofing. Rogers Roofing has transformed homes in Northwest Indiana and Chicagoland for more than 55 years, providing quality roofing, siding, gutters, and windows, all backed by the best warranties in the industry. To learn more, schedule a free consultation. Visit rogersroofing.com or call 219-933-9145 today. That's rogersroofing.com or 933-9145. And remember, at Rogers Roofing, excellence is expected every time.
Did the teleprompter pause?
I did.
MCR Partners is your one-stop destination for top-notch expertise in economic development, finance, and planning. With a dedicated team geared up to tackle your projects head-on, they're your go-to comprehensive solution providers. Dive into the world of economic development with MCR Partners and let them guide you through a maze of opportunities. Check out their website at mcrpartnersllc.com for tailored assistance. Don't hesitate to reach out to Matt Reardon at 219-741-9511.
All right, let's go ahead and do the story, and then we'll do the second ads right before we break.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? All right. President Biden just legalized weed, I guess, a little bit. And this just proves, first off, did Biden just legalize weed?
No.
Okay, why not?
So it's so annoying, and if you really want to Google this,
I'm annoyed as well.
Yeah. So, and this is disgusting, but the law used to read that marijuana was a Schedule I controlled substance. A Schedule I controlled substance means that
Heroin.
this narcotic has no medicinal value at all. Like, there isn't a reason anybody should use it. So it's in there with, like you said,
LSD, heroin.
Yes.
Right.
All the hardcore stuff, even cocaine. Even cocaine has medicinal uses. They used to use it for all kinds of pain relief and things like that.
It was in Coca-Cola. It was in medicines.
Yes, for
Right.
sure. But so to suggest that marijuana doesn't have any medicinal value is insulting and disgusting. Even Vice President Kamala, she has been harping on this forever. So
Yeah, she came from California, so.
well, and she was a prosecutor, and she
Right.
understands that marijuana does have medicinal value. Ask a veteran. So it's crazy to think that they just reduced the schedule that it's in. So it doesn't really legalize it. It helps a lot of marijuana dispensary
Well, they
owners.
put it to Schedule 3, right?
Yes.
Which is
Like it's like if you have possession of a pain relief
Right.
medication
pill?
in your pocket,
Like
in
a
your
prescription pill?
It's not yours. A friend
Right.
gave it to you because
You
you have
bought
a
it.
toothache,
Right.
and you get charged with it. It has medicinal value, but you're not supposed to be possessing.
Right. So that's Schedule 1.
Yeah, it still can put you in jail.
So that's like weed. No.
no,
Right.
weed is in a lesser category.
So and then I know that this didn't go into effect right away either. They had to do some government bureaucracy before it goes into effect, right?
Yes.
Which is, this is where I get annoyed, okay?
Okay.
First off, Biden and Kamala Harris announced this on 420 at 420.
Awesome.
How fucking cute,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
Okay.
I,
So
wow, I
like
didn't know that.
they did.
Wow.
Yeah.
They did.
Okay.
And then he's been in charge for 3.5 years.
Mm-hmm.
He could have fucking done this 3.5 years ago with me, and he could have straight legalized it, which would have made a big difference here in Indiana.
Sure.
In Hammond, it would have made a big difference. I would have dispensaries and grow houses and jobs and economic development right here, just like you see in Michigan.
You'd
and
have a
just
store right off of each exit.
Just
of the
like we have
expressway.
gas stations, we would have weed dispensaries in Hammond, and people would be coming here because it's prohibitively expensive to shop in Illinois.
Yes.
We would thrive in Indiana. If Biden did his job 3.5 years ago, we would be legalized across the country, right?
Yes.
And we wouldn't,
If you go buy $100 worth of marijuana related products
in Illinois,
you pay an additional $33 in taxes. So your $100 purchase is $33 more. Like, it's disgusting.
Okay. And
Everybody
also-
everybody in Illinois would come to Indiana to buy their weed.
That's
Don't
right.
they understand that?
And
We
what
would
you
take
buy
their
in Illinois,
candy.
John, is like this shot glass.
Yes.
And if you bought $100 worth of weed in Michigan, it would be better weed,
Yeah.
and it would be this coffee cup.
And half
It would
price,
be twice
half price.
or 3 times as much.
Yes.
Better quality. So Michigan is thriving right now
Yes.
because Hoosiers and other people are driving to Michigan because it makes sense for a number of reasons to go there.
Yeah.
And people don't shop in Illinois. I don't shop in Illinois. I feel like a sucker if I ever shop there.
Well, do you think? What do you think? What do you think the people from Illinois come in Indiana right now for cigarette purchases and gas adds to our economy in Northwest
right.
Indiana? That's why you see gas stations and cigarette stores everywhere. It's not because they're trying to get people to buy cigarettes.
Right.
It's people are coming there. We could kill.
We
it
don't
the
have
same
better
way with
cigarettes
weed.
here. They're just
No.
cheaper.
Yes.
Right.
Yes, and so it's obnoxious to not look at the numbers and say
It's
we
obnoxious.
need to do this.
Great
Yes.
word.
Yeah.
So basically, my problem with this whole thing is Biden could have done it 3.5 years ago. Biden would be in a much more superior position politically right now if he did this 3.5 years ago. Right now, it looks to me like this is a fucking stunt. Biden has always been anti-drug. He's always been anti-marijuana his whole career, and I still think he is, right?
Yeah.
And this, to me, 420,
Compromise.
announcing it at 420, oh, how fucking cute. I don't believe it. I don't believe this is real. I think that he doesn't even really want to do this.
No.
And not just that, Biden, I think, has a real good chance of losing in November.
Yeah.
And then fucking Trump's going to take over and kill it. So, if you would have done your fucking job, Biden, 3.5 years ago and legalized weed across the country, we would have stopped arresting poor kids. We would have freaking made money. We would, we'd be in a much better position politically right now, Mr. President, if you did your job 3.5 years ago. To me, I'm a believer in this. I should be super thrilled that you did this, but I think it's a fucking stunt, a political stunt. And I think that Trump has got a good chance of beating you, and he's going to reverse everything you're trying to do.
It's still absolutely positively illegal. You still go to jail for it. It just changes
John,
the penalty.
You practice criminal law. How many people do you see charged with marijuana-related offenses
Every week.
currently?
You're in court. There's other people charged with it, but I'm representing 10 people a week,
Yeah.
so 40 a month.
You
Dealing marijuana?
personally?
Yes.
Marijuana.
Yes.
Still.
Yeah.
And these people, do they end up going a lot? I mean, of course, you're a great lawyer. You're doing everything you can to keep them out of trouble. But some of them end up in jail/prison.
Practically speaking, this is what happens. Let's say you get caught. Somebody's caught with like 5 pounds in their trunk. Car smells like
Which is
weed.
a lot.
Yeah, which is a lot. And so then people end up getting probation. So a lot of marijuana smokers end up on probation.
But probation is also like a prison, because if you mess up on probation, where do you end up?
You go back to jail.
And part of being on probation is
Yeah.
you can't smoke weed and do stuff like that. And most of these people probably do.
Wait. How much do you have to have for it to be considered like intent to sell?
I mean, I will never carry an ounce with me at any time.
Really?
Because, yeah.
So you if you go to Michigan and you buy an ounce, they're selling them for like $1.30, which
Cheaper
is
now.
stupidly cheap.
Cheaper now.
So
yeah.
you buy one there,
Yeah.
and you drive home, John. You get pulled over. They charge you with intent to deliver. If you're like,
Depends
dude,
how-
I'm a pothead. I'm smoking this whole thing myself.
Depends how it's bagged up. Depends.
But it's
on
bagged
the
up in
officer.
one bag from a dispensary. Because that's my fear is there's good Hoosiers every single day that are buying marijuana and driving it back home. And if they get pulled over, like you're saying,
If you have an ounce, you probably get charged with a misdemeanor. If you have more than an ounce, you probably get charged with a felony. I wouldn't, because people buy it and it's a bag and they're all individually wrapped. They went to their dealer and they bought all they had because they love his weed and they're not going to see him for a month. Or they just wanted to buy it. They had a bunch of money, so they're driving back with it. It's how you sell it, but it's also how you buy it. And so a lot of people get charged with dealing because of the way it's bagged up. But it's the Sam's Club defense. You buy in bulk because it's cheaper. Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So, I mean, you're still going to go to jail for it. And a lot of marijuana smokers and a lot of marijuana dealers end up going to jail. They have good jobs. They sell weed on the side. They've been doing it since they were in college.
since it was illegal federally.
Yeah.
Right.
So they're selling. So then they get put on probation. And, their grandma dies, so they go to an old friend, they smoke weed, they drop dirty, they go to jail. And I've had so many arguments and yelling matches. I'm like, this guy works at Lear. You're going to ruin his career.
You're right.
And they're like, he shouldn't have smoked weed. I'm like, his grandma died. Here's his get.
And not
here's
just
her
that,
death
John,
certificate.
like
It's
people
horrible.
that smoke weed, it's like a communal thing.
Yes.
If you see, if you know other people smoke, they smoke together. It's like, and they share the weed together. Yeah. It's like a communal thing, right?
We can look at each other and like we're in Michigan, we were at a restaurant, it's right after a meal, we can look at each other and be like, okay, let's go outside.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Let's go for a stroll around the block.
So it's the thing I guess to take from this for me is I'm the kind of person that should be thrilled that Biden just did this. And John is the kind of person that should be thrilled that Biden did this, but I'm just like, this is fucking bullshit.
Well,
this is just another example of, to me, why he shouldn't have run for re-election, because he thinks this stunt is going to work, and it's a stunt. And it's a political stunt, and I think Trump's going to reverse it, unfortunately.
It doesn't really help the average marijuana smoker. It helps some people that are in prison. It's going to reduce some of their
big
sentences.
dispensaries.
And big dispensaries and people with dollars and a lot of money.
Right.
Now they're going to be able to put, because now it's considered to have medicinal uses.
Right.
So now all the marijuana growers and the dispensary
right.
owners can put their cash in
the
banks.
banks. Right.
So then... And it's just a way,
yeah,
it's a way
that's
to
huge
track
for
it
them.
more.
But for John's still going to get his 40 marijuana cases a week.
Yeah.
Well, I saw something that basically said this topic, years ago, they would throw it out to get the younger voters excited and to come out to vote, and they basically don't care anymore. So that's not even going to work as a tactic.
I agree with you, Joe. But I think people that don't understand how this is probably going to go down, they're like, "Yay, good job, Biden! We can smoke weed now." No. But this is a good likelihood. I hope this isn't the way it happens. Okay, but Biden loses in November if that's what happens. Trump comes in, reverses everything Biden did. It's not law. This isn't a law. He could have passed a law, and nobody could reverse a law. You have to go through the process, but he didn't want to do that. He wants to do this fucking stunt. And on 420 day, oh, you're so cool, Mr. President. Ooh, 420. Ooh. This is bullshit. Pass a fucking law. That's what you do. You don't freaking do this stunts during election year.
I've been praying that they come in, and it would truthfully cost me money. I would lose. I would make way less money, but I would be happy. There's so many people who are persecuted and wrongfully incarcerated due to marijuana.
It's
so
a joke.
I've been expecting him to do this right at the right time, to have a landslide of people to come out to the polls, and this is what we get. I feel like crying. It's annoying.
It is annoying.
It's like saying, "Oh, we're gonna help your great uncle get out of prison. We're finally going to let him out." Like, well, we can't let him out. We just put him in a nicer cell. He's got more blankets, and now he's in a cell without a sex offender
but he's
roommate.
Still locked up.
Yeah, but he's still locked up.
Right.
You didn't do shit for me.
That's right.
You made it a little prettier.
A little nicer, right?
How disappointing. And
that's funny. Johnny and I didn't talk about this before the show. Honestly, when I saw this, I was just like, pfft.
Thanks,
like,
but no
and
thanks.
I honestly think he and the vice president are trying to impress a person like me. And I'm just like, this is a stunt. This is not real. It's stupid. If anybody believes this is real, they're gullible.
Yeah. It's nothing.
Yeah, it sucks. So he should have done his job 3 years ago, quite frankly.
There's still time, though. There is still time.
You proud of me, John Vesmar?
I was surprised.
Just tell like it is, Tom. Just tell like it is, like you always do.
Didn't you see that article, LOCPOD in the news?
Yeah.
I'm a different Tom McDermott now.
What
was that? Kevin was laughing. There was an article that says McDermott's not holding back or something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
And
where you been the last however many years?
Right, yeah, I've been holding back. Wait till you see what I got now.
I'm excited. I'm excited for this time. I want to see.
Well,
yeah,
I'll be
check it
honest
out.
with you, man. Like, I'm about to get my pension. It doesn't mean I'm retiring, but I'm like, I got my pension. It's like you can't take that away.
You're back
unless
in
I
your
re-
intern days where you don't care. 'Cause
That's right.
You
The
can
intern
leave
days,
whenever.
I guess that's true.
Hey, listen. Don't pack it up. You're in your prime.
I'm not saying I'm packing it up.
Yeah, don't.
I'm not saying I'm packing it up,
You
but
got
I'm saying
you got a lot of great things.
once
to
you got a
come.
guaranteed pension in your back pocket, you
Sure.
feel I approach things a little
You
differently.
can't let a bunch of misinformed residents who didn't even really vote. Those are all the bitches. I agree.
I know.
Yeah.
I
And
know.
so yeah. So if you want to bitch about it and you actually voted in the referendum, let's talk. But if you didn't, sit there and shut up. And it doesn't have anything to do.
That's
with
why,
you.
honestly, when I get bitched at about the referendum, I'm going to pull out Van real quick.
Yeah.
Say, give me your name real quick and address.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, look at that. You haven't voted in fucking 15 years.
Yeah, but,
Right?
But also, if you really want to change it, you have to change the way those referendums are worded.
Yeah.
Because
Well,
they never.
They did that
can
on
never
purpose.
win.
Huh?
Yeah.
The Republicans did that on purpose.
Yeah, it was brutal wording, right?
Brutal
Yeah.
wording. Yeah. All right, let's do our second set of ads, and then we're going to come back. We have George Santos, alter ego.
This is
We had a video of it. We got South Dakota governor killing her dogs.
I saw that.
Yeah, man. This is a good
potential
one.
VP pick.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Just shooting a puppy.
It's a working dog.
Crazy,
Right?
dude.
And then Democrats are going to save the Speaker of the House. What's going on in
Yeah,
America?
This is crazy.
So we got some good stuff. So stick with us, but we're going to knock out these ads so that we can pay our bills. How about that? Elevate your brand with Misprint Printing,
Nice.
the premier printing and sign solution in Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana. With a 30-year legacy of excellence, their experienced team, led by Rick Baltensberger, combines innovation and technology to deliver top-quality signs and printing, always on time and within budget. Conveniently located in Munster and Hammond, Misprint is your partner for creating impactful visual solutions. Visit them at misprintusa.com to bring your vision to life today. Jill, you probably have to do this. We don't want John to read his own
Oh,
ad.
I want you to read like me and my wife.
Oh, that's good.
Attorneys
yeah.
at law.
Okay,
Once you do it.
guess who's back? Cantrell and Cantrell.
Back again?
So
Guess
we're
who's back?
Yeah, okay, so first
Back
of all,
again.
if I would tell Steve Kellogg,
Check has cleared.
don't ask
Cantrell's
me,
back.
don't ask me to sponsor anything during the month of December. Nobody pays in December, so everybody's paying every month. Like Kellogg, you got to get me at the beginning of the year. Don't get me in December.
It
ever.
works. Whatever, man.
Lesson
it's the
learned.
thought that counts.
I was on sabbatical, and we're back. Cantrell and Cantrell, attorneys at law. If you're injured,
Shady's
or
back. Tell a
again.
friend.
If you're injured and in trouble with the law, give us a call and schedule a consultation today with someone who's in court in the at the jail every day. Call
not
John
right now.
Cantrell. Nope, not yet. I'm late. Call John Cantrell at 219-554-4LAW. My wife Kristen and I, we make a great team, and we're waiting to hear from you. She's the brains. I'm the trash talker. So come call us. We're ready.
Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's
It's good to be back. To be honest with you, thanks for having me.
All right. What's up, Jill?
Michelob Ultra is a superior light beer brewed for those who understand that it's only worth it if you enjoy it. Why is that all in capital letters?
It is.
You're supposed to
Jesus.
say it
With conviction,
with conviction.
containing only 95 calories and 2.6 carbs. Michelob Ultra is a light lager brewed with a perfect balance of hops and wholesome grains, producing a crisp, refreshing finish. With great Michelob Ultra partners like Lionel Messi and epic summer events, including the Festival of the Lakes, Team USA Soccer, and the 2024 Olympics, there's no better time to crack open a cold one. Head over to the Cal Brew or Michelob Ultra social media for info on this great family of beers. Enjoy the Michelob Ultra lifestyle with beers, and cheers responsibly.
The Bug Guy Pest Control. Are spiders spinning? Flies buzzing, ants dancing, pests stirring, ticks ticking, fleas fleeing, centipedes creeping, pests pestering. Are the bugs bugging? That's right. Give the Bug Guy a call today to evict these unwanted guests. Call 219-810-7481 or contact the Bug Guy on Facebook.
Prestmer Insurance. For decades, the Ron J. Prestmer Insurance Agency has been your trusted neighbor right on Indianapolis Boulevard, serving all your insurance needs. They specialize in a wide range of insurance products, services, including auto, home, business, and life insurance. The Prestmer Agency serves thousands of people and businesses throughout Chicagoland and the Midwest. Call Ron or Ronnie today at 844-0103. We're here to protect what matters most to you.
Thank you to our sponsors. Frequent them, please, so that they keep paying their bills, like Johnny.
That's right.
Hey, George Santos is back.
Sexy. He brought sexy back.
I want to, when he was a congressman, he tweeted this tweet. I'm going to read it off, okay? And then the tweet is this. This is from George Santos while he was congressman. The most recent obsession from the media claiming that I am a drag queen or performed as a drag queen is categorically false. The media continues to make outrageous claims about my life while I am working to deliver results. I will not be distracted nor fazed by this. This is what Congressman Santos was telling to his constituents, one of whom is my mother-in-law, and another of whom is my sister-in-law. This is their.
Wow.
This was their Congress person.
I feel bad for them.
Right, but he's not any longer. He was removed from office once he was convicted of a felony. But this just shows you George Santos is a flat liar.
We should just go right into the clip.
Yeah, let's go right into the clip.
Now, this proves that he's a flat liar,
This
right?
proves that he's a flat liar.
This makes it official.
Okay.
Luckily,
Here we
Vesmar's
go.
sitting down right now. He's about
Hey, Club Condo. It's your favorite, Katara. After 18 years in the closet, George Santos pulled me back out. Whatever. Anyway, I hear you're a bunch of little freaks out there and you love to dance all night long like it's nobody's business. You know what? You gotta elevate it. Gotta make it more risque. You gotta make it more fun. Where's the zhush? I have an advice for you. How about put some wigs on, get some boas, and go have real fun. Let's see who whips your hair faster, side to side, whatever. But y'all gotta stop being boring. Dave essentially thinks you're boring because he wants you all to be more risque. Mwah. All the love. I hope y'all enjoy it.
Holy shit.
Official petition to say boas that way from now
Yeah.
on. Not
Is
just
that?
boas.
Boas.
Boz.
You know what the funniest part about, if you like, I know you read a couple articles about this because we exchanged them, but he used to make, and I think LOCPOD paid $500 for one of those on Cameo.
Uh-huh.
They're going for $20 now. $20, he's in drag.
Get out.
Crazy.
500 down
Yes.
to
We gotta get
20.
one.
It's down to
Gotta-
20 bucks.
20.
Let's go.
Yeah.
We got to get another one.
Steve Kellogg added to the list, bro.
I mean, this guy's
Yeah.
he's getting rich off of Cameo, but we
Not-
got to get that for
But
LOCPOD.
$20, I don't know if he's getting rich.
But last time, this is what happened. We got sucked in.
Yeah.
So we went in for it last time, and it was like $100, and then came back. It was like $400.
Yes.
And we did it because we wanted the video.
Of course.
So now we're gonna come in at 20. He's gonna nail us for 1,000 or something stupid.
So here's the connection, though. I don't think we made it yet. So that tweet you read, Tom, was however long ago, and now he's selling these cameos of him in drag. So he's just admitting
Right.
he
Was lying.
had this
Right.
alternate
That's right.
personality. Yeah.
He was lying in the tweet. He had this the whole time.
But he's also not making a lot of money because the quality of his wig was terrible.
I've
Yeah.
seen uglier women, though.
yeah, no, I
I
agree.
mean,
Jill, I agree. He looked pretty convincingly like a
Motown,
woman.
that was wow.
But his
yeah.
voice did not sound like a woman. It sounded like George.
It sounded
Yeah.
like an
Are
older
those his
Jewish
same
lady, I
teeth?
thought.
are those his same teeth?
Is it? Let me see.
I don't
I'm
know.
gonna.
He,
pull this
before the
up
record,
again.
he was.
I
dressed-
wasn't looking at his mouth.
He's like
I
got
couldn't.
like a red boa on. He's got like makeup on his chest, right?
I didn't look there.
His face and his chest. I'm just
under the
looking like
boa.
he's got his chest. But like he is like the wig.
She. Can you say she?
Excuse me.
Thank you.
And then she's got the red lipstick, the shade like straight.
The eye, yeah, the
Smoky
eyeshadow.
eyes. Those are smoky
She
eyes.
looks sort of womanish. She's got womanish characteristics, but George's voice throws it all off.
I hear you're a bunch of little freaks. $20. $20 he
Yeah.
gets in his
I don't
outfit.
believe that.
Yeah.
I want to get the $20 one, then I'll believe
Okay,
it.
so
because we got sucked in last time off this guy. This guy's
Can
he's
you
a
have him
scammer.
say some dirty stuff to Kevin, make him blush? Like on the,
yes.
you can ask him
Yes,
what to say.
That's where we're going with
Yeah,
this.
right,
So, all right,
Kevin,
Steve,
yes.
hit me up after the show. When
Yep.
Kevin gets back, he'll have a little present.
Because he's not going to watch this. He's going to turn.
No,
he's gonna,
I
yeah,
agree.
he's gonna
Kevin
be
never
turned
listens
off.
to the
Yeah,
show when he's
never,
off.
Rarely.
By the way, I listen to every show, even when you guys are on and I'm not. I always listen
yeah,
to
you
make
want-
sure there's a high quality that's going out there.
for sure.
The
Like,
high quality LOCPOD episode, you know?
there's maybe like 2 shows that I didn't watch the end of it, so I got to catch up in the off season. I do miss it.
I like
miss
that.
it. Yeah.
I missed it too.
Yeah.
Hey, let's do this next about South Carolina governor.
Oh yeah.
This is a lady that's being vetted by Donald Trump to be his vice presidential running mate. Is that true, John?
Yes.
Okay, so
You hear mutterings about it, yeah.
Okay, so like, and I believe that because I don't think Donald really cares about her legislative record. I think with him, he looks at her and she's pretty.
Yeah,
I think
he wants to be
I think
around
that
her.
is right, and I think for him that's important. Like, I want to have a really attractive female as my number 2 because that's how
His
the guy
attorneys, his spokespeople.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's how his mind works.
Yes.
you know.
Yeah.
So I think that she is definitely under consideration, and she put out a book, which is usually a pretty good indication that they want their story to get out there.
Oh, yeah.
So in this book, she admits She killed a puppy with a gun. And it's not landing very well.
No. Why would you even just leave that out of the book?
What kind of puppy?
It was a dumb puppy, she said.
It was a hunting dog.
Yeah.
Okay? And so she thought it was worthless because the puppy had killed some livestock. She was trained. It was 14 months at the time she killed it, but she said the dog was untrainable, so she killed it. She didn't give it to a no-kill shelter. She just wasted it with a gun on a gravel pit on her property.
Right.
And, if she did this in Indiana, she would get charged with a misdemeanor.
Right.
You can't kill your own. If you killed someone else's animal, it's elevated to a felony.
Right.
But there's some exceptions for a lot of farm animals and things like that. Indiana's a farming state.
Right.
But you can't just kill a dog because you think that it's not trainable. It's
That's
crazy.
kind of brutal.
It's horrible.
So
and
why do you think she put it in her book then, John?
because I think she's trying to
dumb.
show that she's tough, that
Okay.
she is a farm person, and she
Joe, what do you
appeals to
think?
Middle
She's
America.
dumb.
Okay.
Yeah.
John, what do you think?
I
Because I
wonder
heard a
if-
story on this, and it makes sense in my mind why she put this in the book.
Yeah, I wonder if she put it in the book because it was going to come out.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Someone
Somebody
already
saw
knew.
her kill the dog.
Oh, God.
And they were
Oh,
talking
Jesus.
about it.
There's witnesses?
And she's trying to get in front of the story. That there was people that knew that she killed the dog. They saw her kill the dog. They knew about her killing the dog, and they were going to talk about it while she's being vetted for vice president. So how do you get in front of that
Get in
stupid
front of
story?
it.
You get in front of it by putting it in your book and explaining why you killed this dog and make it look like I'm tough, broad, like killed the dog, like making tough decisions. Like when your dog needs to die, I'm the one that, bam, like, make me your vice president, and I'll make tough decisions for you too, right?
Can I tell you one of the things that made me think about what happened in Crown Point? You had the white deer.
Yeah. Snow.
So
Snow's become a big part of our show.
yeah, but
I mean,
but
snow's right over your shoulder.
This is something that was in my mind that I wanted to say when I was listening to you guys talk about it. So this deer got hit. It was beloved, taken care of.
We're talking about
nurtured
Snow
by family.
again in
Snow.
Crown Point.
Yeah. So it gets hit by a car.
Snow is a big part of our show
Gift
recently.
that keeps on
Well, he's
giving.
right. He's right above
It
me.
is the
So-
gift that keeps on giving. Thank you, Snow.
So the DNR guy euthanized the deer. Okay, so why did he shoot that? Someone would have taken care of it.
I know,
bottle-fed the
John.
deer. So why
Who cares
did you,
if she's got a peg leg or something, right? Who
Yeah,
cares? It's
so-
a white
so
deer.
it's not really a wild animal. It's half domesticated, half wild. So
It's like a big cat.
So what happened? I would like someone to find this out. What happened to the deer after he euthanized it? Did they go eat it? Did they
For
take
sure.
the meat? You know this.
You're not gonna not eat it.
Yes, they're like, oh, deer has a hurt leg. Let's kill it. Someone would have
Somebody's
taken care
like,
of it.
since it's dead,
Let's
I
go
do
eat
like
it.
deer jerky.
Yeah, nobody wants to
I
talk
heard
about
albino
that.
deer jerky is particularly tasty.
Yeah, so
And
why?
valuable.
Yeah, I would like to find out what really happened to that deer. There has to be a report on it.
You
All
know,
right,
I'm
chat,
losing-
get on it.
I'm
Yep.
losing freaking support in Crown Point by the dozens when we keep on talking about this stupid deer like this. By the dozens.
I mean,
they had 3 funerals for this deer.
yes,
I know,
Yeah,
and I'm an elected official.
So why are they mad
people
at
in
you?
Crown Point are getting pissed at me
They
right
should
now.
be mad at the DNR.
I
They
agree.
should be
Somebody's
mad at the
eating.
DNR.
Somebody's
Yes.
eating snow right now.
Yeah.
Chomping on beef jerky, and I'm the bad guy.
If you had a fundraiser to give this deer a bionic leg, they would have thousands of people
Who
there.
cares if it's got a peg leg?
Yes.
It's a white deer.
They could have fixed it. They
Dude,
could've-
it's
yeah,
so
it was
stupid.
half
Why is nobody
domesticated.
thinking like this?
They
Everybody's just
shouldn't
like,
be mad at you. They
they're
should
like-
be mad at the DNR.
And by the way,
How do we get
here's
that pelt?
they ate your deer.
isn't it inconsistent?
They ate your
poor,
deer.
Poor Governor Noem is getting criticized for shooting her dog that was a dummy, and here we are. Everybody's like, nobody even asked a question about Snow that got wasted because it broke a leg. Like, what the?
All
There's
right, we have
just
to
be
put this to
consistent.
rest. We got to get a report somehow.
Yes.
Was there other injuries to the
Freedom
deer?
of information request.
We gotta figure this out.
Steve Kellogg.
No,
Up on it.
I'm just pulling in the mayor, man.
Yeah.
Pete Land.
There you go.
Let's get to the bottom
Get
of
the
this. Snow.
truth.
Yes.
All right.
Would he be a
I want
guest?
to be on the show. I want. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Pete Land will definitely be
Let's
a
get
guest.
him
By
on.
the way,
I-
Pete Land was a former police officer. He was the police
I would
chief.
love to cross-examine him about this.
I want to find out what's going on too.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to call Pete Land.
Amen.
We're going to make Pete. He's the mayor of Crown Point. I want him to clarify why Snow was put down.
Yes.
And why?
What happened to the remains?
Great question, John.
Bam.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Anyways, I think this disqualifies the governor, right, from being VP. Wouldn't you say? The dog thing.
Yeah.
She's out the running.
Because remember
Yeah.
Romney putting his dog on the roof of his car for a family vacation?
by accident.
Jesus, no,
This
I don't
is
remember that.
You don't remember? Oh, that was
the
huge.
dog's like going down the street like ah.
No, it was a choice. They said, you know what, we're out of room in the car, so they're going to put it up there with like the sleeping bags
in a cage.
and they like put it on the roof of his car, so he's getting dick whipped by the wind and like bugs and all kinds of shit. And
Fucking
the
Romney.
dog carrier, yeah.
That was Mitt Romney.
Yeah, he took a vacation with the dog on the roof of his car, and that like sunk him. Honestly,
Yeah.
he's still.
I don't remember that.
Don't mess with people's dogs.
Yeah,
You're never picking putting a child in the car versus putting your dog in the car, right? You're putting a kid on the hood.
I am.
Just tell them because kids are smart. You just say, hold on real tight, right?
Yeah.
Don't let go. Fucking dog will let go and freaking go flying
Like
off,
your
right?
least favorite.
You're
Get
like
out of the car.
you're like Patrick.
Yeah.
You're only 4, but hold on tight, right? You're smart though. You're a smart 4-year-old. Just hold on tight.
They were on the highway. Can you imagine having like riding on the roof of a car, just getting hit by all kinds of stuff in the rain?
Yeah, the
wind?
bugs. But this is what I want to know: who plans a trip? They're all packing, right? They've been planning, and then they go,
the dog at
"Oh
home."
shit, we don't have room for the dog."
Or-
They didn't think about this.
Or you can't have a family member hold the dog
Yeah.
on the
Right.
trip.
You find
Right.
room for that
Wow.
dog
Yeah,
in
man.
the car.
Yeah.
What? All right.
Yeah.
It's been a show, man.
It has been a show.
We got one more story.
Huge.
Yeah.
This is
Best for last.
And then I got to roll.
Yeah. So the Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson, became Speaker of the House because of an arcane rule that the Republican majority passed that said basically one person could overthrow the Speaker of the
One
House
person.
and call for a vote. Mm-hmm. So, like, basically the Speaker of the House, anytime they do anything that's unpopular, which is like every other week, they're at risk of losing their job, which creates instability in the House of Representatives. And we've already seen one speaker toppled. That was Kevin McCarthy from California toppled. Mike Johnson takes over, and the same wing, MTG, and that wing of crazy-ass, right-wingers, is threatening to oust him this week as well.
Yeah.
And the interesting part of this story, John, and this is John's story, is the Democrats, the Hakeem Jeffries, the minority, the minority of the House are saying, Speaker Johnson, we'll vote to keep you in.
Yeah. When it came to McCarthy, all the Dems voted along with these 8 Republicans or whatever to get rid of him. This time, not the case. How about that? The Dems are saving the Republican Speaker of the House.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah.
What is going on?
That is historical. That is historical for sure. Like the Speaker of the House, and it's never going to be a Democrat. So they're like, hey, if we're not going to have a Democrat as the Speaker of the House, we may as well keep Mike. He's the next best thing, according to them. He's helping us get stuff done. Like
He is, and I'm surprised by that. I mean,
he did the right thing on Ukraine, man.
He
did.
I don't know.
I'm with
Really?
MTG on this one.
Yeah?
I do not trust people that say they don't watch porn.
Mike
Those
Johnson.
Covenant
doesn't-
Eyes. You remember the Covenant
I
Eyes?
don't watch porn.
oh,
John.
yeah, that's right.
I don't watch porn, John. I don't. I hate it. Honestly, I'm not trying to be funny about it.
I believe you.
John's like, I don't trust him anymore.
Yeah. This
Are
is
you, are you
weird.
listening, NWI Times?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mayor Tom does
Doesn't
not watch
watch
porn.
Oh, that's a top of the fold story for sure. But remember, him and his son are they check each other's phones for porn.
Yeah.
And he said,
"Oh, that's right. I forgot about that."
yeah,
Yeah.
I don't trust that guy. 'Cause
Well, anybody that has to worry about porn being downloaded, like seriously, like Patrick, I want you to check my phone. If I download porn, I want you to
So
take
weird,
care of
right?
That is insanely
Yeah.
weird. That
Yes.
is first off, it's weird to have that relationship with your kid.
Yeah.
Where
Do you-
you're like,
so do you-
Dad, what is this picture doing on your phone?
do you trust that man being in charge?
No, I don't trust him. I don't trust her. I don't trust Kevin McCarthy. I don't trust any of them.
The more you say that, he's like, oh, I want to check it. Like, I can only imagine the weird stuff that's on his other phone. that he
I want to
keeps-
talk to his kid.
Yeah.
What have you found?
What? No, he's got 2 phones. He's got 2 phones. He keeps it in his car. It's for
This is
porn
my
use
DC
only.
phone.
Or
You can
an
never
iPad.
touch it.
The internet is for porn.
Yeah.
Come on.
Jill, I'm
Be
checking your
serious.
iPad. I
Yeah,
just
it
want
is
you to
for
know.
porn.
Don't be downloading shit.
There's not a screen on this one, so.
Really?
No, I
Yes,
haven't
there
opened
Yeah,
it.
I was about to say. I
You
forgot.
could, you could still listen. You could still listen.
By the way,
to
that
breathing.
was bought by LOCPOD. That's how much we love you.
Yeah.
Oh.
Nice.
Is that the title, by the way? The
What's
internet is for porn?
Yes.
we
Is
use
it?
that?
Yeah, all day.
Or they ate your deer. That one.
We did something, bringing sexy back or something too. Whatever.
Yeah.
Hey, John, you had an outro you wanted to do on the way out.
Yeah, if you want to sign us off.
Sure.
This came in yesterday. We're
Hey,
going
if
to
you gotta
play
go.
it for y'all.
Thanks, Johnny Law.
See you,
It's good
Jay.
to see you, bud. Johnny Law is in the court and in jail every day, and he's on his way to court.
Get
Good
out
to
of
see
here,
you, John.
man.
We'll tell your client he's on the way. All right.
So Kyle,
That was John Vesmar of
John
law office of
Cantrell.
Cantrell and Cantrell. Him and his wife Kristen are a great legal team and are waiting to help you. Thank you, Jill. Great to see you in the studio. Congratulations on your present. After 150 episodes, we figure it's time.
I never thought it would happen.
We wanted to make sure you earned it, and you earned it. You've done hundreds of hours with LOCPOD.
It's also my last show. You'll never see me again.
She's gonna take
Never
it.
see the iPad.
Friggin' skip town. Jay thanks for the help.
Yeah.
You helped a lot, honestly, because last night I had Lindsey's graduation and I was stressed because Kevin or I are always throwing the show together, and he was out of town and John stepped up. So I appreciate it, man.
Yep.
And then, Kevin Smith, we miss you. We love you. Can't wait to see you next week when you're back on air on Tuesday. Congratulations to Aiden, who graduated from college today.
Whoa, that's right.
From IU. That's why Kevin's
Yes.
down there. Aiden graduated from the School of Informatics, which is where my son Tommy went. And Tommy got a great job right out of school, and I'm sure Aiden will as well. So congratulations, young man, on graduating from a great school. And to the Smith family. And congratulations again to the notorious LMP for graduating from nursing school. That's all I got, John. Now, I know John's got a great clip he wants to play on the way out, so stick around.
This is all thanks to Kyle. This is our first AI-generated LOCPOD theme song submission.
Awesome.
So we're going to play this for you guys on the way out.
The Left of Center podcast is where you need to be, fun and free. With Left of Center, you can't go wrong. At long last, you found the right podcast. LOCPOD is on top of the news. Hey, they covered big topics this past Tuesday, twice a week on Tues and Fry. X, Facebook, YouTube, 7:30 Central Time. The fun in politics. On this list we have John, Kevin, and Mayor Tom, a show that's the bomb. Dangerous but fun and free. You know you want to watch LOC. EOD.